Hi folks, I'd just like to show you this guitar instrument mic that I picked up off Amazon for around, I don't know, it was around 10 British pounds, $12, $13. It's a guitar stroke instrument mic. In fact, what it really is, it's a lavalier mic, you know, intended for clipping onto your lapel, but it's coupled with this unit here that houses a battery and a 1/4-inch jack, which can go directly into your amplifier. The clip here has crocodile teeth on it, and it's a bit brutal. I wouldn't connect it straight to the sound hole of your guitar or anything like that. I'll put a little piece of leather under it or something like that. Anyway, I'll bring it a bit closer. There's the microphone, electret condenser mic, and here is the, I can get it, the power unit in there. I'll just drop the mic for a second, turn it around this other way, I'll get it right. There's your 1/4-inch jack. You unscrew this, and inside you have an AA 1.5 volt battery, and then because the electret microphones need to be powered, and there is a single resistor and a single capacitor in there. There are lots of videos on YouTube showing you how to make your own little power unit, put it in house it in any kind of little container you can get. You only need one resistor, one capacitor, and that's it, and a couple of jack and then battery holder. That's it. Some people hook these circuits up to 9 volt battery, especially if you've got a built-in EQ unit in your guitar or whatever. But the Maton guitars that Tommy Emmanuel uses, they use 2 1.5 volt batteries, and in fact I think the ideal voltage for these microphones is 3 volts, but they'll do anything from 1.5 up to 9, maybe even 12, I don't know. But that's how it is. This end, it has quite a long lead between the two, and the lead is very thin. But I'll talk about that in a few minutes. We've got a 3.5mm jack in the end here. So that's it. I'll just plug it into I'm going to plug it into my Roland Cube, which is an electric guitar microphone, amplifier, but the Roland has a very, very good clean channel intended for jazz guitar, and I really like the sound of my Spanish guitar through it. I have an acoustic amp, but I prefer the sound of the Roland for a nylon string guitar. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe, just maybe it's because a nylon string guitar doesn't need all those zingy highs that you get with steel strings. That's maybe why it sounds okay through the Roland, I don't know. Anyway, I'll plug it in. You can see what it sounds like with just temporarily dangling it in the sound hole. Of course, the positioning of the mic, if it were to be fitted permanently inside the guitar, would be probably critical to the sound. You'd have to find the optimum place to actually fit the mic, but just for temporarily. There's a bit of a weird noise there because the clip was vibrating against against one of the braces. So sounds okay to me for £10. Now, there are some very expensive guitars with under-saddle pickups, and I hate them. I really hate the sound of them. I think what a great number of people would want is the most natural sound you can get, and those under-saddle pickups just do not give it to you. Some expensive guitars and expensive pickup systems too, they are now using what they call a blend, which is a microphone like this and a pickup. And when you hear these guitars demonstrated, sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't. They're using about 90% microphone and just a little bit of pickup to give it a bit of extra volume without feedback. But try the pickup on its own. They're terrible, in my opinion. So, for £10, why not go just all the way with the microphone and done, you know? What I intend to do with this, getting back to the very thin cable, you wouldn't want to use this on gigs and keep wrapping this little cable up and, you know, it's not going to last very long. What I intend to do with this is, when I will experiment, find the optimum place to position the microphone inside the guitar. I will then cut this lead and hook it up to my end-pin jack. Then I will use a regular, normal guitar lead with 1/4" jacks, and with the aid of a very small adapter which brings the 3.5mm up to the 1/4" jack plugged into the power unit there, I can use a regular guitar lead, and this will be permanently inside. I will then, if I wish, although I don't know if it's necessary, be able to play it through my EQ unit here, which is obviously far better quality than the small ones that are fitted inside on the guitars anyway that you buy. So basically £10, about $13, you can get yourself a really good guitar sound. Forget $200, $300, $400 for the same thing, pretty much. Alright, I know the manufacturers are going to hate me for saying this, but I'm all for saving money, and there are lots of people who play guitar, don't have lots of money to spend on loads of gear, and if you just look around, think about it, there is a DIY solution that will do the job pretty well, and this seems to be one of them. You could do it yourself. Just the head units of these electret microphones cost virtually pennies. In fact, I think it's difficult to find one on its own. You have to buy them in about 4s or 5s on Amazon because they're so cheap. You could get one of those if you check out the other circuits that are on YouTube. You may be able to make up your own little power unit, so you can have a jack in and a jack out with one of these. Fix it inside your guitar. You could do it for even less money, but it's not. But it might be a more convenient arrangement than this one. Obviously, I've just said I'm going to cut mine to bits and fit it permanently in and modify it. But for the money, you've got everything you need for that. So Hope you found that interesting and of some value. You can hear it rattling around inside there. But there you go, think about it.